How's everyone doing? Let me know in the box below. I just got back from a run. I did an hour and a half today. Really pleased, I really enjoyed it. I wrote this before I did the run to teach today's lesson, to mentor, to share my story. Those of you that don't know me, hopefully you'll get to know me more through this video. Those of you that do, I appreciate you. Okay, so daily discipline for defeating anxiety. Remember I said the word daily. I didn't say overcome forever. Next year, in a few months' time, that's relevant in a certain context, but today is about daily. Excuse me. Literally just got back from the run now, in the same clothes, sweating, love it. Get my breath. Whew. It's harder getting up those stairs than it's doing the hour and 30 minutes run. Okay, we all have goals and dreams that we want to achieve in our lives. We don't want that negative conversation in our head to be true because it makes us feel bad about ourselves. We want to lose weight and feel good about ourselves, for example. We want people to respect and value us, for example. We want to build friendships with the right people, for example. We want to earn more money. We want to break out of our negative addictions and our negative habits. We want to overcome our mental health problems. We want to create a business. We want to be a better person. We want to live a better life. We want to educate ourselves. You know, we want to live a better life than the life we're living now. I've gone on to say, I've digressed. The honest truth is, we're all suffering the pain. We're all suffering from the pain and the abuse that we all went through in our childhoods. Hard to do a talk when you've just finished a run and you've got coffee in you. That's fine. So we're all struggling from some trauma or not in our childhood, right? All of us are. And we're possessed with negative, intrusive thoughts that trauma and that bullying or those bad experiences that we had left us with. We got these possessive voice, anxiety we call it, intrusive thoughts we call it, self-sabotage, procrastination, defense mechanisms, a fear of responsibility. They're all the same symptoms of the same problem, the inner voice, the negative voice. So that bullying, anxiety, that negative intrusive thought is always trying to bully us into staying in our comfort zone. An example is staying in our house for too long. I referred to another video I've done that a lot of you enjoyed. Appreciate it. So it's always a battle between two conversations in our head, and this is every single day for the rest of our lives, regardless of our age, what we've achieved, where we come from, etc. So it's a battle of two conversations. Another description is the battle between remaining comfortable and being uncomfortable. An example is, I'd like to go to the gym today, but the other conversation says, don't go to the gym. It's cold, it's miserable, you're not in the mood, leave it to another day, stay at home, watch more TV, binge on more junk food. That's an example of the battle, of the conversation between the positive and the negative. Another description of that mental and emotional battle is the choice to live in your head for today, where we're in our head, we're worrying, we're going over our life, our finances, our relationships, the future, the past, who upset us, who disappointed us, who broke our heart, who made us angry. So we've got a choice to stay there, or we can get out of our head and we can get into our body by going and doing some physical exercise, by spending time with our loved ones, spending time with our family, doing something creative, creating our business, taking the dog for a walk, feeding the plants, feeding the cats, or whatever the case may be. So the negative conversation in our head will always give us multiple reasons as to why we can't handle things. We're not good enough. We don't deserve it. Why it's not possible for us. Why other people are better than us. Or if we do manage to succeed, we won't be able to handle the stress that comes with it, and that will cause us to have some kind of meltdown or breakdown, so we decide not to do it. Most of us, we break under pressure of the stress of the negative voice. We give in to its demands and we allow it to bully us and really recluse back into our comfort zones. It's the school bully again in the playground who threatens to beat us up if we don't give him or her our lunch money. The only problem is, this bully lives inside the head and the minds of every single human being. Most people are not even aware of this voice that lives in their head, which dictates, bullies, and demands their decisions, their life, their happiness, their mind, their emotions, and their actions. We call it anxiety, which it is, but I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. It's that negative voice, it's mental health, it's all the challenges that we all deal with on a day-to-day basis. It's that conversation that tells us negative things about ourselves, and it makes us worry, catastrophize, and it makes us not be able to accept uncertainty, which is a part of life. Its goal is to bully and control us. Its goal is to stop us from leaving the house and living our lives. Its goal is to keep us miserable. People say it's a protective mechanism that is designed to keep us safe by constantly looking out for any perceived threat that could potentially kill us. Although I can see how this can be true, and it definitely has a lot of truth, and it could be true, I somewhat disagree and agree with this statement, because that voice has led so many people to taking their own lives or being in mental and emotional torment for the rest of their lives. Overprotecting creates pain, suffering, and misery. The most dangerous place in the world is your comfort zone, or your home, or your house. The comfort zone is the most dangerous place in the world. This is where everyone is vulnerable to intrusive thoughts, anxiety, loneliness, sadness, depression, and even mental illness. It starts off with a few negative thoughts, and those negative thoughts can very quickly become a conversation that we are listening to for hours each day. This is why getting up early, making the bed, practicing gratitude and being thankful for what you've got in your life, going out for a 30 to a 60-minute run or an exercise routine at the gym or whatever your choice of exercise is, really helps to combat that negative voice, also known as anxiety, depression, doubt, low self-esteem, overwhelm, a fear of your success, a fear of giving to others, and the list goes on and on. That voice says to you it's not a good idea to go out today and exercise because the weather's too cold and you might get an injury if you run or you exercise. If you continue to listen to this voice and allow it to bully you into submitting, your life will very quickly become miserable. We have to train our minds if we want to live a positive life and be the best person we can be and treat others with respect. Our mental health is just as important as anything else in our lives. If we don't water our plants, they will eventually die. In the same way, if we don't exercise, look after our mental health, our mind, build relationships with positive people, improve our career, educate ourselves, be grateful for our daily lives, we'll very quickly start to die inside of depression, of anxiety, of loneliness, of intrusive thoughts, of all these anxiety disorders, all these challenges that all of us are going through at some stage or another. Human beings, in my opinion, are not designed to be comfortable for long periods of time. Because this is, if this was the case, then everyone would be happy in society, and as you can see, it clearly isn't the case. Human beings are designed for a certain amount of challenge. People are designed to work hard and contribute to society. If you don't, you end up feeling terrible about yourself. You know this deep down. You know that you're wasting your life away and you're not giving to others something really precious that you've got: your kindness, your time, your friendship, your skills, your goals, your talents and your dreams and your gratitude, etc. The unconscious mind is where all of our deep fears lie, which keep us from living a positive life and giving back to others. When you become more aware of that voice or that anxiety or your depression or your negative patterns or your addictions or your self-sabotaging mechanisms or your defense mechanisms, you can then make a choice. The choice is yours and only yours. No one's got a right to tell you how to live. Neither do I, unless you ask me for my advice. I can teach you, but it's down to you at the end of the day if you're an adult. So a description, the comfort zone, procrastination, defense mechanism, self-sabotage, all descriptions of that voice, that anxiety. These have all become popular words that people throw around today, sometimes with a sense of pride. I understand that. These words are a cover-up for the negative voice in everyone's head, that voice that most people are ashamed of, that voice that most people don't want to talk about because of fear of that others will judge them. But we don't realise that the same person you're worried about judging you has got the same voice in their head that you've got. Everyone might have slightly different inner criticism, but we all have that voice and it challenges us in all the same way. So from my point of view, no one's better than anyone, no one's above everyone, we're all human. It's not about fear, anxiety, negative thoughts, and that negative voice. This is just a perspective to help people. It's about how we respond to the bully, because everyone is afraid and everyone has fear and anxiety, yet not everyone has the courage to stand up to fear and not allow it to bully them into doing what it wants you to do. The hero and the coward both feel fear and anxiety, but the coward runs away to live for another day, yet the hero stands and fights his battles. The choice is yours today. Will you stand and fight to live a more positive life? And that can just be getting out of bed and brushing your teeth and cleaning the apartment. I don't literally mean fight unless you're a martial artist or a boxer or MMA, but I'm talking about fighting your own fears. Or will you decide to stay in your comfort zone? Either way, I wouldn't judge you, because I've done both. And it isn't about judging, it's about understanding, but encouraging you to push past your fears if you feel ready. I was anxious today to do this video, to write this down on paper and to go and run myself and clean my apartment, but I made a decision to do it. And I made a decision to be vulnerable with all of you today and say that you can do it, because I'm no different to you. And I really appreciate your support, and I also appreciate your criticism as well, because without either, I wouldn't be standing here today doing this video, and I'm grateful for today. And let's hope for a better tomorrow. So my name is Jonathan, thank you for coming on. You can like, share, subscribe if you've got any questions, and I hope that my video can help you to go for a run, ladies and gentlemen, or just to get up and do something, anything. It doesn't matter how small it is, that's making you anxious, so you can feel the way I feel now, which is peaceful, calm, grateful, and ready to go about the rest of my day, all right? Speak to all of you soon. I'll see you soon. Bye.